What happens when a prince discovers that even a king cannot protect him? That is the chilling reality now facing Prince Harry, as Buckingham Palace has quietly but firmly drawn a line it refuses to cross, in a revelation that has sent shockwaves through royal watchers. The palace has admitted it has absolutely no power to intervene in the escalating battle over Harry's security. Not behind the scenes, not through influence, not even as a father trying to shield his son. This moment changes everything because for the first time, the Duke of Sussex is being forced to confront a harsh truth. The crown he was born into no longer guarantees protection, privilege, or even personal reassurance. And perhaps even more painfully, neither does his relationship with the king. Today, we're breaking down what this really means for Prince Harry, why Buckingham Palace is standing back, and how this security standoff has become a symbol of a much deeper family fracture that may never fully heal. Before we dive in, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have notifications turned on, so you never miss our in-depth coverage of the royal family and the stories shaping their future. For months, speculation has been swirling around one central question. Would Prince Harry regain the high-level police protection he lost after stepping back as a working royal in 2020? Ever since Harry and Meghan relocated to California, security has been one of the most contentious issues between the Sussexes, the British government, and the royal institution itself. Recently, rumors began circulating that Harry was optimistic about the outcome of his ongoing legal challenge. Some reports even suggested that if official channels failed, King Charles or senior palace figures might quietly step in to ensure his safety while in the UK. Those rumors have now been decisively shut down. A senior royal aide has broken the palace's usual silence with an unusually blunt clarification. Buckingham Palace has no authority to interfere in Prince Harry's security arrangements, none, and it will not attempt to do so. The decision lies entirely with a highly secretive body known as RAVEC, the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royalty and Public Figures. This committee determines who qualifies for taxpayer-funded police protection in the United Kingdom, based solely on threat assessments and national security considerations. According to sources, the review of Harry's security status is ongoing, but the palace has made it clear that it is merely a spectator in this process, not a power broker. The royal aide dismissed suggestions of palace intervention as inaccurate and unfair, stressing that security decisions are made by trained intelligence professionals, not by family members, courtiers, or even the monarch himself. While royal household representatives sit on the committee, they do not advise on threat levels or protective measures. That responsibility rests entirely with security experts. This statement delivers a sobering message. By stepping away from his role as a working royal, Prince Harry also stepped outside the protective framework of the state. In the eyes of British authorities, he is now assessed like any other high-profile individual based on current risk, not lineage. His title may carry global recognition, but it no longer guarantees state-funded protection. A source close to the process added that the Risk Management Board is conducting a thorough review and warned that claims suggesting the outcome is already decided appear to be attempts to sway public opinion. These efforts, the source said, are transparent and counterproductive. The implication is clear. There is growing frustration within official circles over what is perceived as media pressure and strategic leaks coming from Harry's side. Attempting to manifest a favorable outcome through headlines may actually be hardening resistance. While the security drama unfolds, the personal relationship between Prince Harry and King Charles continues to deteriorate. Harry is expected to return to London shortly for his legal case against Associated Newspapers, the publisher of the Daily Mail. Yet despite being in the same city, there are reportedly no plans for him to meet his father. Royal insiders suggest this distance is intentional. King Charles, who is undergoing treatment for cancer, is said to be in a vulnerable physical and emotional state. According to those close to him, he no longer trusts his younger son and fears that any private interaction could be recorded, leaked, or later manipulated. Royal commentator Kinsey Schofield has described the prevailing mood inside the palace as deeply cautious. The royal family, she says, now views Harry as untrustworthy and, more damagingly, as a liability. There is widespread concern that private conversations could quickly reappear in interviews. Books or documentaries, given the king's health, discretion has become non-negotiable. He needs peace, stability, and absolute confidence in the people. Around him, Harry's memoir Spare appears to have marked a point of no return. Its detailed accounts of private family moments shattered what remained of the king's trust. From Charles's perspective, the emotional risk of engagement now outweighs the hope of reconciliation. Adding to this, royal expert Helena Chard has firmly dismissed rumors that King Charles might visit Harry and Meghan in Montecito during a future state visit to the United States. While the idea of a grandfather seeing his grandchildren is emotionally appealing, Chard insists it is unrealistic. A state visit, she notes, is about diplomacy and governance, not personal reunions. Mixing official duties with a visit to the Sussexes would be interpreted as an endorsement of their public narrative and criticism of the monarchy. For a reigning monarch, that is simply not an option. This distinction is crucial. King Charles is not just a father or grandfather, he is the embodiment of the British state. Every movement carries symbolic weight. His private role is now constrained by public duty. As Harry prepares for his UK return, the situation raises uncomfortable questions. Where will he stay? Who will provide his security? Will he attempt to see Prince William? Most royal experts believe a meeting with William is even less likely than one with Charles. The Prince of Wales is reportedly furious over how his wife and family were portrayed in Harry's book, and there is little appetite for reconciliation on that front. The security review remains the single biggest obstacle to Harry's future relationship with Britain. Without police protection, he has said he does not feel safe bringing Meghan and their children to the UK, effectively cutting the king off from his grandchildren. For Charles, this is undoubtedly heartbreaking. Yet, the palace's insistence on following proper process suggests no exceptions will be made. Harry is being treated as a private citizen with an extraordinary profile, not as a protected royal insider. This firm stance reflects a broader shift under King Charles toward a more streamlined, disciplined monarchy. Emotional considerations are being subordinated to protocol transparency and institutional survival. The cost, however, is deeply personal. At the heart of this story is a sick father and a son who feels abandoned. A family fractured under the weight of fame, resentment, and public scrutiny. The security battle is not just about police officers. It is about trust, belonging, and identity. As Harry fights his legal battles in court, the larger battle for his place within the royal family appears to be at a stalemate. The palace has spoken. The lines are drawn. The question now is whether time can soften positions that anger and betrayal have hardened. Will security experts find a compromise? Will the king ever feel safe enough to reopen the door? Or has the divide grown so wide that no bridge remains? Only time will answer that. As always, we'll be here to bring you every development, every insight, and every turning point in this unfolding royal saga. If you found this analysis valuable, don't forget to like the video. Share your thoughts in the comments, and explore our other deep dives into the future of the monarchy, because behind the crowns, the protocols, and the power, this remains a very human story, one of family, loss, and the price of walking away. And the world is watching.